Beats Planet.
Don't go nowhere. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Testing. Yo. What's happening? My bad. My fault. Apologies. Condolences. All that good stuff. Yo. All right, here we go. What's happening, y'all? We back. I was in the kitchen grabbing my green powder nonsense and had a cool little jug of water or something, you know what I'm saying? It's been a busy little day to start. Wanted to get a little nourishment before I got going with y'all because I know when we on the show, It could either be a 30-minute show. It could be a 3-hour long show. You know what I'm saying? It could be any one of those situations. So I just wanted to be prepared for the funk. Anyway, we good. So where we're at today, this is the day after show. So everybody that didn't get a chance to react yesterday, y'all can react today. Okay? Oh, that's too much. Damn. That's cool. Y'all can react today to this Cowboy victory that we experienced versus San Francisco 49ers. I was right brick on my brick, man. And a portion of me is still right brick on my brick, but we can't hate on the W, man. You know? We can't hate a Cowboy W, man. We gotta be appropriate, and we gotta do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? So a Cowboy W is always good, no matter what it does for your draft stock. It is always a good thing to have. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to take advantage of one of these trade back situations. So even if we win next year, we can do what the Dolphins is doing and taking advantage of the Houston Texans. Like the Dolphins, where they at? They're currently in the playoffs, I believe. What that other? They 21. So look, they in the playoffs, and they also have 6th overall. That's crazy. That's team building. So when you hear people say that their team tank, that they right brick on my brick, that don't mean that they want to lose. That don't mean they want to lose. It just means that they want some of that. They want some of this draft capital. That's all it is. So, you know, I don't think that we're totally out of right brick on my brick. It's going to be a little difficult. It's going to be a little more strenuous to get there, but I think we'll be fine as I take a sip. Boy, that's nonsense. But we'll be all right. So, what do we have to talk about today? First of all, if y'all want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187. It's going to ask you for an access code. That is 309104. That link is in the it's in the chat box pinned to the top. It's on the screen. So, you know, whatever vibe works well for you is there for you. Shouts out to KD Drummond. He just had me on his show. I went on there and I talked about draft prospects for a little bit. Shouts out to Jeff Kavanaugh. Me and him are going to be running a little draft show weekly. So, like, if y'all got a recommendation, like, for the name of that show, what the name of that show would be, feel free, contribute, and all that good stuff. Also, something else, too. Two. We like to take care of our family here, okay? And Brandon from Frankly Football is one of our family members. So he's going through a little trying time over there on his side of town. So y'all know that we fam. So I don't know if you pray, if you meditate in the morning, if you manifest vibes, if you put energy in the air, whatever it is that you do to wish for favorable outcomes from higher powers, whatever your thing is, would y'all please send some of that towards Brandon from Frankly Football and his family. I'm not going to say what's going on over there. That's his business. If he wants to disclose that, then he'll do so. But as of now, would y'all send some positive vibes and some positive manifestation and some prayers and some good energy over in that direction? All right? Appreciate y'all. 100. Some of the topics that we can get into today, we got two people on the phone right now. We're probably going to go ahead and boogie with them. Two topics that just topics in general that we can get into today. If you want to talk about the running backs, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I think what a lot that we're going to talk about is the running backs. We're going to talk about the defense. You want to talk about your safety, Donovan Wilson. I think that's a good conversation to get into. Jordan Lewis, Cheeto. They had some pretty interesting games the other day. Diggs came back, and what was interesting about Diggs, they just didn't even throw at Diggs. I thought that was interesting. they just didn't do too much targeting of Diggs. I thought that was worth mentioning there. linebackers, Neville Gallimore, whatever you want to talk about. But those are just some things that just kind of ran across my mind or whatever. So this is the day after show. Let's day after this thing. Short Dog, what's happening?
What's up, Voch?
Everything, my guy. What you got for the show?
Look, bro, for your fam and for Brandon, bro, I'm gonna do it like this, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't fear no man from no land, and the only person I bow to is God, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a God-fearing man, bro. The fear of God's the beginning of all knowledge. So I'm gonna pray to Jesus for him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk to you about some football stuff, dog, so we can get right there. What you think, bro?
Right. Talk to me. Let's do it.
I mean, like, to me, I think you got Tony Pollard in here, and he's just what the future of the league says. You know, you draft a guy in the 4th round. And you look at him, and when I said yesterday, you know, you're talking about a guy that was dealing with dogs. Like, look, Darrell Henderson, that dude's he's a stud for the Rams. You know, and then you look at the guy that is playing with
Gibson.
Washington right now.
Gibson.
That dude, he played behind Pollard last time. So Pollard still was playing with guys, but still his talent was undeniable. They still had to put him in, and he still got his shine. It's just going to be so amazing when he really gets the reps and the bulk of everything. Just because he's so dangerous, like you said. You know, you can bottle him up for a couple, or even for the whole quarter. But when he hits you, that's a game-changing play, and that's what matters in the NFL, bro. Yeah. You know, that's real talk right there. You cannot win games if you don't have game-changing plays, and he had about 2 or 3 that flipped the whole position, took one hole to the house. So to have to game plan for a guy like that, I mean, I just think, you know, with him and Zeke, bro, I mean, keep Zeke. You have to, pretty much for the contract, if you don't want to take a pay cut, you know, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Because, I mean, you don't want to know why, Voch? I think that I knew you were a G, like, since the get. Because before you blew up, you would have you were the sickest DJ, dog. The stuff you'd come with, like, I knew this dude was a gangster. I just thought to myself, like, the guy that he's spitting out this stuff when you're doing Randy Gregory splits and you're doing all these guys and I think it was 2015, dog, I was down. But I just knew your music and your swag. I was like, this, bro, is it, bro? This is like talking to my folk over there in Dallas, dog, and Chicago, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, no. But that's how I get down with you, bro. I don't know if folks know that you're a cold-ass left guard, that you're a cold-ass G, stand behind morals and stuff, bro. But I got big ups for you. We're holding it down for you over here, bro. From Chicago to New Mexico, bro, down to Texas, dog, it's on lock. But as far as the draft goes, we got a little bit of time to talk, Voch, right? Or are we going fast through it? What's your timeline?
You good. Go ahead and talk. You good.
All right. No, I'm just saying, like, with the draft, we were talking about the brick status update. You know, now we're in a position where we just have to let things fall where they fall. Yep. And like I was trying to emphasize yesterday was, like, our coach has put us in a bad position this whole year. Starting the first game, you know, trotting out that guy. And, you know, to answer your question yesterday, I didn't get a chance to talk on it, but Tyler Biadasz, he's been healthy the last 2 games. Why in the hell are they getting, you know, Looney can't even stop a nosebleed, bro. He's like Kleenex. He's getting busted up in there, bro, every time. And it's coming from the right tackle and the nose tackle. Right. That's him. That's his position. He needs to be blocking it. But instead, Connor, he's grading out high. Both of the Connors are grading out almost at 70 PFF. And imagine with the guys that they're playing with on the side of them. So I imagine them playing with a year more and with Biadasz there, what they could be, really quality guys. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm excited about the long term. And will we trust, bro? I think that guy needs to be the GM. But I'm not worried about where we draft because I know he's going to make it. But I just see the big picture of having that, being the first, second, third, fourth guy to touch a brick. What's the benefits of it? And the benefits of it is crazy. You know what I mean? I just think that we were out-coached in the last 2 games. 2 teams that were looking at it, look, we're with the backups. You know, it's in it for next year. Instead, we're with a coach in the mindset, I'm fighting for my job. If I have to put Dalton, if I have to put some guys, you know, Looney out there or whatever, I'm fighting for my job. I'm going to do this shit, do that. That just don't work for me. You understand? Yep. But if the good guys are just so good making plays, then I can mess with it. But that's all I got to say, Voch. And I was thinking to you. For you, what's your dream position pick number 1 for you overall? Because I'm with you on on Marvin Wilson. I think that good boy, I mean, he's a head. They don't call him headbuster for no reason. Yeah. And to shout out 100 grand, bro. I got boys in Camden. I got a bunch of blooders out there, bro. Facts, dog. Tell me he can hit me up some way on that YouTube. I can't really be tweeting on you no more. Voch, I can only call in, dog. I got house arrest and shit, so I can't be, like not tweeting, but on the comments, some
right.
fools are messing with you. I'd usually bust them up.
Right.
But now I'm really not on that. But I'm gonna get back on that. And you already know, Voch, I'm the muscle, dog, the Mexican muscle, bro. And we know for the tussle, doggy. But you know what it is, Voch. Nothing but love for you, bro.
100%. Appreciate it, Short Dog. Great call, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Short Dog is a gem to this show. He said a lot though. So we'll just let's see. The first pick I would like to pick. Depends. Depends on who's on the board. I like D-line. I always like to think that if my D-line is fixed, then my secondary would be better. But if the D lineman there ain't worth taking or whatever, then I think corner is the right way to go. But we'll cross that road whenever we get there. I like Marvin Wilson in the second round for sure. What else Short Dog was talking about? Voch's Voice Podcast. We're going to get back into the music at some point. I just got to fix that. And also, too, right, because I saw somebody in the comments say this. I forgot who said it. They was in the chat box. I forgot who said it. But they were saying something along the lines of, we shouldn't get so caught up in one game that, remember what happened with Joseph Randle, all that. And I just kind of want to just put my thoughts out here just so we don't have any like confusion. So nobody's saying that Tony is better. I mean, somebody's saying Tony better than Zeke. Somebody's saying it. Voch ain't saying Tony better than Zeke. Voch isn't saying that Tony should live in a world without Zeke. It's just this year, since Tony been in the league, there have been games to where Zeke will get 25 carries and 8 catches, and Tony will get 3 opportunities. And every time Tony touched the ball, there will be burst. There will be quickness. There will be juice. There will be top-end speed. I'm not saying that Zeke is better than Tony. I'm simply asking, is Tony better for you than Zeke? You see what I'm saying? Not even in a way that I'm trying to get rid of Zeke. But there are some plays where we run out there and Zeke might be tired. Zeke may have been running all game. And Zeke's in the game, and sometimes we'll just give Zeke the ball for the hell of giving Zeke the ball. Just because he's Zeke. Let's just give Zeke. He's the man. Let's give Zeke. Zeke ain't that dude anymore. Zeke is no longer the best running back in football type guy anymore. Zeke ain't been a pass catcher since rookie year Ohio State, really. He ain't been that dude since Ohio State, but Zeke is a good blocker. Zeke is a good runner. He's a powerful runner. Zeke is your guy. Zeke should have closer to 18 carries than 25. Tony should have closer to 12 carries than 3. There be some games where Tony will have 3. Bro, hold on. Let me do this. And Lunatic, don't go nowhere. If y'all want to call into the show, the numbers on the screen, numbers on the chat box, right? Let's go to Tony Pollard game log. Boom. And we'll go to ESPN. Let's just look at it as a family right now. 2000 and let me set up. See what this is. Let me move my camera a little bit out the way. So Tony will get 11 attempts and 2 targets. That's not enough. 8 attempts and 1 target. Not enough. 4 attempts and 2 targets. And I'm going from the top down. So like, of course, like more recently, Tony's gotten more carries, but like, what's this? 5 carries, no targets. 9 carries, 1 target. 7 carries, 2 targets. Tony needs more than that. Tony needs 15 carries, and 6 catches, not targets. He needs 6 catches for me to even feel comfortable. What game is this? Seattle? Tony got 0 carries. What is this? 1 target, 1 reception? That's terrible. What's this? The Atlanta game? 2 carries, 1 reception. Terrible. Rams game, 2 carries, 2 receptions. And this was, I felt like at this time we were just so caught up in the, Zeke is our guy thing now. It's gotten better later, but like we can't have, what's this, the Washington game, 4 carries. We can't have that. 2019. Let me go back and look at 2019. Let me go back and look. What's this game here? The Rams game where Tony got 12 carries and 131 yards. Like, give me that. Give me that. But right after that, nothing. Right before that, nothing. I think Tony has to have a better baseline of what of what he's getting on a game-to-game basis. I'm not saying take away all Zeke carries. Tony need more. Tony simply need more, man. He simply needs more. I just think he's too good to be getting 4 carries. More. There's this other There's this other comment type Cowboy fan that I see in the comments that I see on the social media machine. But they'll be like, "Well, Voch, Tony Pollard only had 40 yards up to the point where he had 8 carries, and then he had the 50-yard run, Voch. If he didn't have the 50-yard run, he wouldn't have all these yards." I don't know if you noticed. At least he got the 50-yard run. At least he got the big play. We call it big play potential for a reason. I don't know what running backs y'all look at that average 10 yards a carry every single game. I don't know what running backs those are, but that's how running back works. You may get 4 carries, 3 carries, 3 carries. 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 1 yard, 0 yards, especially with this backup offensive line. But if you get the big play, then you get the big play. If you get the big play, you're capable of getting such play. I ain't saying Zeke get the big plays. So maybe if you give Tony more carries, maybe he'll get some big plays. Then if the offensive line was healthy, then you'll get more big plays. Then if 4 was at quarterback, then you'll get more big plays. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to fuss at nobody, but we just talking. Let's call into the show. The number is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. We got Lunatic on the phone. What up, Lunatic?
Voch, Cowboys Nation. It's great to be talking after a win. Mm-hmm. You see Tony Pollard's explosiveness and his playmaking ability, but this is the NFL. When you have weapons, you get more weapons. Even if we wanted to trade Zeke, he has a no-trade clause in his contract for this year, only for this year. Next year, it's a totally different thing. You can trade him, cut him, take maybe a pay hit if you want, but for now, let's utilize him. What did Kansas City do? They drafted a running back in the first round. Who'd they get? Le'Veon Bell, because you never know. They got more weapons. It's just a matter of fact. I think the only reason we're complaining is because we've been losing. If we've been winning, we say, "Oh, Tony Pollard needs more touches." No, we're winning. We don't complain about touches when we're winning. But when we lose, that's when we go, "Oh, Zeke needs to take less. Tony needs to take less." But, yes, 60-40 Zeke, Tony, and just have a sit-down, as I told you yesterday. McCarthy sitting, Zeke, you are not the same back as you were when you entered into the league. Let's go ahead and evolve you, rest your body so you can have a longer career, make it in his benefit also, and utilize both of them. And that's up to McCarthy and Kellen Moore. Then when those wins come, we're not going to be complaining that, Dalton Schultz isn't getting enough touches. Blake Jarwin isn't. We've got too many weapons. As long as we win, we can utilize them because it's going to be 1 week and the other, 1 week and the next. We were all saying, why the hell is Dalton targeting Noah Brown so much in the fourth quarter? Yeah. Because Michael Gallup went out of the game. And guess what the San Francisco defense did? Same thing I would do. I would roll my coverage to Coop and CD and say, hey, if Noah Brown can beat us, great.
Yeah.
But about Aldon Smith, I mean, I think we're going to be outbid by somebody because when he moved into the defensive tackle spot and you saw a big play by Tank or somebody else, it was because Aldon Smith used that quick first step to get around his guy, and just the running back saw it and he ran right into somebody else. Other teams will see that and they'll outbid us. I hope. I mean, Tyrone Crawford's not coming back. That's $8 million you're freeing up right there. Hopefully we can throw that at Aldon and say, hey, we gave you a chance. Take that. If not, somebody else is going to outbid us, and we're going to lose Aldon Smith again. Another defensive piece, which I'm still iffy if we're going to keep him, because you can go down the line and count about 6 or 7 players that you're going to say, hey, these guys are coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Tank Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence has been having some notice. I mean, the sacks ain't coming, but you can see how he's making an impact. He is making an impact. My question to you, Voch, is what have you seen in the film? Why has he done this all of a sudden? Is it just him stepping up, or is it us just playing inferior talent?
Tank has been the best D lineman that you've had all year, and it doesn't always show up in the numbers because, first of all, there's a lot that comes with the job, D end or whatever. It's more than just sacks. But how often do we see people run at D-Law? So what ends up happening is D-Law sets the edge better than anybody. He plays the run better. And I just find it peculiar that everybody on the opposite side of D-Law gets all the sacks and pressures. I just find that interesting. He's still very much so double teamed and planned for, and he's not going to be the best defensive end in the league, but I don't watch his pockets like that. How I look at it is he's getting paid for us to not be without him. And D-Law is definitely a player that if you don't have him, you're definitely going to notice because there's going to be a lot more runs to that side. I think he's incredible, man. The best D lineman we got. Plus, I want to see how much better D-Law gets if he has a 3-tech that we feel good about or a 1-tech that we feel good about,
Yep, because those D-techs, those defensive tackles will make your linebackers look better. That's where the middle of the defense is going to make it or break it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we are now 4 points away. The Niners scored 33. We were 37 points away. So now we're 4 points away from having the most points scored against us in franchise history. That, to me, is why Nolan has to go. The minute we break that record, he's gone. Somebody has to take the blame for that, and I'm sorry, it's got to be Nolan. And for me, you have George Edwards. Under Mike Zimmer, just promote him. Although he looks to be more like a 4-3. And as my man Sky has been saying, McCarthy looks like he's a 3-4 guy.
Sure.
But just get us a better defense. We're still closer to a 4-3 than we are to a 3-4. We still haven't made the necessary adjustments. Parcells took about 2 drafts before he implemented his 3-4 that he wanted.
Yeah. I agree. But look, man, if you Mike McCarthy, like if I was Mike McCarthy, I may be a 3-4 guy, but I need to be whatever kind of guy that produces a good defense. And if George Edwards may be my best DC candidate and he run a 4-3 and I'm a 3-4, hey, George Edwards, do you think, player? Do you think? Just make me better than 32nd on defense and I'll let you fly. It don't matter.
I agree also. Just be like McVay up in the Rams. I'm all over here in the offense. You do whatever you want on the defense, but I'm taking care of this side.
Yep.
Another quick interesting note, I've been hearing other channels, Big Game James, and saying, what about Jordan Lewis as a safety? But to me, he's too small. What do you think?
I think Jordan Lewis is a corner. I think people want to move him to safety because he's a good tackler. But I just think Jordan Lewis is a good tackler from the cornerback spot. I'm not trying to put him at safety. That'll be too much more responsibility on him. So I'm not trying to put Jordan Lewis at safety. Leave him at corner where he's good at. Now, if you want to make him play more zone looks because you like his instincts or whatever, then just play Jordan Lewis with more zone looks. But we ain't got to move him to safety. I wouldn't do it.
And also touching on the draft, it looks like cornerback If you want to go in the first round, middle of the round, looks like we're going, I don't know, we dropped to 10th or 15th after this win. Looks like, well, I mean, we can still trade down. We got Zach Martin in the late first round after trading down. So there are going to be players, but it looks like if you want to go, it's going to be corner, and then go defensive in the other second and third rounds. What do you think?
Well, we currently sitting at number 8 right now. The Eagles are in front of us, so whatever happens in this game is going to, do whatever it is that, for that. Then it's the Houston Dolphins pick, then Atlanta, then Carolina, or whatnot. So we'll see, because every week is going to be major change because everybody that's in this range is so close. Like from 4th overall to 13th overall, everybody's one loss away from being somewhere different. So we really don't know. So I have a good idea in week 17, where we're gonna be drafting or whatever. But I'm just trying to get the best player in the first round, and that could be defense, it could be offense. But from rounds 2 to 7, I'm just trying to get all the defense I can get.
Excellent analysis, Voch, as always. And as a reminder, you never know when things are you're going to have a hard patch in your life. So anybody going through any difficulties, remember, you're not alone. No matter what you believe in, just send good vibes their way and just let them know, hey, I'm here for you.
Yeah. 100%.
Today is guaranteed. Tomorrow, you never know. So just as I keep saying, because we had an episode there with COVID with my wife and I, and the doctor came to me, and that's when I said, hey, you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So just let your friends and your family know that you love them, that you're there for them, and always remember, go Cowboys.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Lunatic. Great words, man. Great words. I tell y'all what, man, I love Lunatic and his analysis, man. He'll come in like, hey, man, by a win by any means necessary. You know what I mean? And wins feel good. I'm trying to get them picks, dog. I'm trying to get them. Hey. I'm trying to get them picks, player. Come on now. Shaq the Vikings fan. What's up, man?
How's it going, Voch? How you been, man?
Cool, my guy. Everything. Nice to have you here. Salute.
Me to you, too. I just want to say, I feel like the league is changing. Notice how it's becoming reestablished that it's becoming a passing league, and teams want that coverage more than they want somebody who can tackle or run, stop the run. Which I feel like it would be smart for the Cowboys to keep both running backs and just build that offensive lineup back to that Zeke and Dak rookie year.
Sure.
That's when y'all was honestly at y'all best. It was just that Dak was a rookie. And he didn't have his top receiver, I believe, that year was Dez Bryant and Cole Beasley.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree.
So y'all could get them off. If y'all can get that offensive line back to that rookie year offensive line, boy, I ain't trying to see the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Well, sir.
Y'all got to get that defense.
Well, sir,
defense up to par.
This offensive line will not be 2016's offensive line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying, let you know that there. But I do agree. I think the next plan of action is to figure out how we can use Zeke and Tony together. And to be fair, I think Tony's going to be a lot more effective than Zeke. Not that he's going to be better than Zeke, but you said it's a passing game. I agree. And I don't know what teams outside of Cowboy Nation think about Dak, but we watch Dak 17 games a year, sometimes 3 times, 4 times. This is Dak's team. This is a passing team. Like, I understand with the whole Zeke offensive line thing.
Yep.
Dak was going to throw the ball 7,000 yards this year. He was going to break all the records. I was convinced. So what I think is going to happen is it's going to be more of a situation where Tony's going to catch more passes than Zeke gets runs. And if Tony continues to show that he can be efficient in that way, not that we're going to limit Zeke on purpose. It's just going to be what it's going to be. You know?
Yeah.
All right, then, Shaq.
Okay,
go ahead. go ahead.
I was about to say, as far as, like, would you rather your team go, like, offensive line or D-line? And y'all stayed at the current spot. I know it depends on who's there.
D-line guy. I'm very much so D-line guy because I know Dak can be great with a okay offensive line, because I've seen Dak be great with a horrible offensive line. But I don't think I don't want Dak to come out here and have to score 50 points a game because we can't stop the run. So I'm definitely trying to draft D-line this year more so than offensive line. But we got to do what the draft says, you know.
Yeah. Like my friend, he's a Chiefs fan. He enjoying that Mahomes magic. I was telling him, if y'all don't get him an offensive line, and there's going to be one too many hits, and you don't want to take that chance with a franchise quarterback.
Sure. But I don't think the Cowboys have that problem, though. And I don't think the Chiefs do neither, because offensive line as a whole ain't good. So you just kind of got to find the best combination of guys for you. You're not going to be top-tier elite at 5 spots or whatever, but you just can't be horrible. And what I think has happened is with this year, I mean, we down to our 4th offensive tackles. You know what I mean? To offensive tackle.
Injuries.
Yeah. Center, right guard, like everybody just hurt. So that's why the offensive line bad this year. But once those guys get back healthy, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, trust me, you talk to a Vikings fan. Our offensive line hasn't been shit since I've been watching them.
So you trying to trade up and get a quarterback or what, Vikings fan?
Quarterback, offensive line, I just need somebody who's going to make this offense click. I know a lot of Vikings fans want us to get the defense together, but what I'm telling our fans is that our defense was young. We got a whole bunch of new players. There was no offseason, and our rookies was injured on and off again. So how the hell are we about to win the Super Bowl with all this going on?
Hey man, I feel now if you want to trade up the 8th overall, we'll what I'm saying, take a haul and let you get Trey Lance or something. If, you know what I'm saying, that's what you want to do.
I love Trey Lance. What, sit him behind Kirk for a year, get rid of Kirk.
There you go. I feel you, Shaq, but I got calls, man. So listen, thank you, sir. Call in and
take care.
And come back for the draft talk and all that. Salute. Shaq, the Vikings fan, appreciate you for calling in. Boy, my Cowboy content so nice, boy. Vikings fans tuning in. This is Dak's team, though. This is no longer Zeke's team, and we paying Zeke, but just because we paying him don't mean we got to play him like we pay him. He's a complimentary player. We must treat him as such. It is what it is. Set it off, Chris. What's happening, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing, man? Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday.
Likewise, Cowboy Monday. You already know.
Yeah, man, yeah. But no, just listening to the show, man, loving everybody's input. Hey, man, but I was thinking about this brick, man, and I was sharing with Brandon, man, and Cowboy Nation, just, prayers up for Brandon, man, him and his family, man, just keep prayers up for him during this holiday season, if y'all would. I appreciate it.
Yep.
But we were talking, man, and I was thinking, right now where we sit, right, and with these last 2 weeks, and the way, the NFL is, messing around with certain things, just follow me on this and just see if I'm far-fetched or out in left field.
Okay.
So, with the Jets losing, right, and Jacksonville taking the first pick, right, so let's say they go ahead and take Sunshine. They take Trevor Lawrence, and the reason they take him now because, 1, for the fan base, 2, he's the best prospect since Andrew Luck. Boom, you take him. So, with the second pick, the Jets turn around and say, okay, we got Mekhi Becton, right? Mm-hmm. So instead of us taking a quarterback, right, what everybody else is thinking, right, because they already went and got their quarterback. They got Sam Darnold, and they've never been able to keep him upright. Let's say they go get Penei Sewell, right? Get Penei Sewell at 2, right? That pushes the quarterback down, right? And the third pick, we've already said that's going to be the Bengals. They already got their quarterback, right? So now they go ahead and take Rashawn Slater, right? They take Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern. Boom. That pushes the quarterback down, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, 4 is who right now and take it on? Carolina.
4 is Carolina, 5 is Atlanta, 6 Miami,
gotcha.
7 Philly. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So now at 4, you can see with them firing the GM's going to have to be able to pick. You got Teddy. I don't know how big that deal is, but you can go ahead and get a quarterback at 4, right? Mm-hmm. You turn around at 5, right? You already got Atlanta. You got Matt Ryan right there. You don't know if you want, but you take a quarterback there. So now you got 3 of the 4 top quarterbacks coming off the board. You say, Chris, how the heck does that affect me? Well, you turn around this weekend, right? You already got Michael Gallup's not going to play this week. We haven't been able to stop the run all year. We didn't stop the run yesterday. They went for $150 and run yesterday. Mm-hmm. So let's say for all intents and purposes, we lose to the Eagles. You turn around, you'll beat the Giants. By you losing to the Eagles, you jump from 8 to 9. You automatically move to 8. Deshaun Watson has got to go win another game so they can keep this false narrative that he's this best quarterback without any help. He loses another game. That pushes the Dolphins pick back. So if you get to 6, right? You get to 6, and the last quarterback on the board, right? Justin, Sunshine's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields may be gone. Trey Lance may be gone, right?
Okay.
Or you got my man out of BYU.
Mm-hmm.
At 6, you could still get the haul you want and be able to drop back down and get the picks in the second and third round you want. Am I being super conspiracy guy, aluminum foil, and bottom of my mama's house with my tighty whities on, or am I sounding realistic at all?
Hell yeah, but it's not impossible. And then we drafting at 8 right now. So if we so I don't know how many games we got to lose to get back. So listen, Tankathon ain't over. Right brick on my brick ain't over. So I feel what you're saying.
Right. I gotta keep Virgil. I gotta keep Virgil ready to go. I gotta keep him ready to right brick on my brick. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because we're only 2 games away back from being 4th overall again. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
or fifth, right?
Or
right,
fifth,
or fifth.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, because being 4th is great, but because the Jets was being super dumb, goofy doing and want to win football games, so they don't be, considered with the Detroit Lions and Rob Marinelli and that 0-16 team and everything. But if you turn around and get the 5th or 6th, you can still get the haul you want, because honestly, you feel a whole lot better taking Caleb Farley or Michael Parsons or anybody at 10 or 11, as long as you got, multiple picks in the second and multiple picks in the third.
Right.
Correct?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, because everything we're talking about, everybody's sitting there, hey, let's build for the future, and that's great, man. But we all understand if we watch Voch Lombardi long enough, whether it's 4-3 or 4-3 or 3-4, you got to be able to block A and B gap.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be able to do. Yeah. Come on, man. Right? You ain't watching nobody.
So to be fair,
mm-hmm.
if Voch was the GM at the Jets, I'll do it. I'll do it because I like to build the house. You know what I'm saying? I love to build the house first. I'm not finna just bring my quarterback into some mess. I just don't think that's what the Jets gonna do. I think the Jets gonna draft quarterback, but I don't know.
Listen, I would think we would all think that, but at the end of the day, right? They've already paying money for Sam Darnold, and who's going to give money? What kind of return or trade or give back will they getting rid of Sam Darnold now? See what I'm saying? Just getting rid of Sam Darnold now, which when he came out, he was quote unquote, one of the top guys in the draft. If you've never built him anything to be able to keep him upright and give him pieces, they wouldn't got Mims last year. They got pieces around him.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they do that?
Boy.
I'm looking at from just a kind of semi-quasi football guy. I'm just a guy that hang out with you. I'm a guy that, kidnap folks who get, for guys, football draft picks and eat sushi off of strippers. I'm just saying. Sushi off of strippers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's my job. That's how I help.
Right.
I'm gunning a gun on his feet, wild parsley, eating sushi off strippers guy. But what I'm saying is, if you look at it from that point of view, because nobody would have thought Sedarian would have fell to 17. Only one guy said that. I don't need to go past history. You can look up the tape. It's out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn around and get to 6 or 7, and just get in front of Texas or the Dolphins, you get what you want.
Yeah.
Dolphins ain't taking no quarterback. They got their guy. The Dolphins are looking to get more picks and drop back. They got everything else they need. All the Dolphins want to get is ETN. They want to get a running back. Everything else they want to build around. You want to be able to get to the point of getting quality premium picks in the second and third round. That's where that's where the money's at. You get one guy. Like Lunatic was saying, it was late. It wasn't Zach Martin you got late. You got Travis Frederick at 31. when you got dipped out of that deal. You got Zach Martin at 16. You get to 12 to 13, and you got multiple picks in the second and third. You revamp this defense. You revamp the defense up the middle. You're not getting rid of Jalen because of his contract. So you got to go draft another linebacker. You got to go get a comparable, rangy free safety, and he's not in the draft this year. Comparable, rangy free safety Grant Delpit ain't in the draft this year.
Well, Chris, listen, man, you have created this perfect scenario that I would love to happen so I can get my brick back. But boy, we got some work to do to get that brick back. We got some work to do to get that. We can get it.
Man, everybody, it's chopped. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody hands on it. I can't even get the pure blue magic. You know what I'm saying? And my whole problem is where everybody's sitting here looking like, oh, hey, for the division. You know Ron Rivera is sitting right now talking about they gotta go beat Carolina. He said, you gonna do after I sat up there and took the fall for Jerome, he up here rubbing legs, smacking tails in the office. You gonna do this to me? Jay, you gonna do this to me? I'm putting cases on every last one. Ron is if he don't beat nobody, he gonna beat Carolina next week. So this division talk, don't get that out the way. That is ending as soon as Carolina plays the football team. Jay, you are going to do this to me? I'm going to get that money. You're going to get this one. He ain't letting them lose, man. Ain't no way in the world. Dwayne Haskins going to look like the second coming of Doug Williams. Jay, I ain't having it, man.
We shall see. We shall see. Set it up, Chris. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you more, man. Peace.
That is an interesting thought though. If brother Ron Rivera had to go see, if he had to go back to Carolina and all that, he was like, "Yo, fam, what y'all want to do?" And it's in Washington, so hey, good old revenge game for brother Ron Rivera, man. We gonna see what happens, man. We gonna see what happens. That was funny. That made sense. Uncle Charlie, what's happening, man?
What's up, nephew? How you doing, bro?
You ever ate sushi off a naked woman before?
Say what now?
Have you ever ate sushi off of a naked woman before? There was this quarterback from UNLV, and he had pictures of him eating sushi off of a naked woman, and people on Twitter was mad at him. But me and Set It Off Chris was like, that's the kind of quarterback I want to eat sushi off a naked woman. So I just asked, have you ever done it?
No, because people don't bathe. People don't bathe, man. But let me tell you something, nephew. Today it's an educational call to the Cowboy Nation. I want y'all to listen to me real good. And this is about Zeke and Pollard. Okay, I got a wife, man. She's a good woman and things like that. But I'm the man here in this house. I provide. I pay bills. I do everything. I take care of my grandbaby. I take care of my son, my daughter. Mm-hmm. And I got a game plan every day I get up. Well, whenever the Lord wake me up, I got a game plan. Okay? But what if I don't bring that game? What if I don't bring that game plan to fruition like Zeke? Mm. Here's a young man get drafted out of Ohio State. He's supposed to be the man. In fact, he was the man. Yeah. And something happened. He got that money. He changed. Mm. But what do? We look at Zeke like the Lone Ranger. Yeah, I used to watch the Lone Ranger when I was little. Lone Ranger, Howard Silver, away, the great American hero. But he had an assistant, Tonto, until we found out that Tonto means foolish one. So what do Pollard supposed to do? Continue to be the foolish one? I say this to Pollard. You do what you're supposed to do. You run that rock. Yeah. Because the excuse that we don't have an offensive line because Zeke can't do that, it's an excuse. Tell you something about that. Pollard is running that ball at the line hard. Know why? Because he have no excuses. Yeah. He ain't got his money yet. So he got something to fight for. Imagine if that woman stopped bathing. Imagine if she stopped putting on perfume. Imagine if she stopped giving you some looks at night. Yeah. Imagine that. Yeah. The game plan ain't good no more, ain't it? You're looking for another Zeke, and that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Let's get one thing straight. Power, education is not the key. Information is the key. When you want to turn the light on racism, you turn the light on. I ain't never seen no bug standing at the stove taking a lid off a hot pot of greens and says, I can't wait till we eat that. I ain't seen that yet. Information is the key. So let's just go and get this thing closed. In closing, I go out on my porch every morning, and I go out there with my radio and I have it on kick to 106, and I have my cup of coffee, Folgers in your cup. And the squirrels stop doing what they do, and they look at me, and I look at them, and I guess that's their way of speaking. A couple of days passed by, we heard about this stray dog in the neighborhood named the Brown Bomber. And every time I went outside the next day, I didn't see the squirrel. Come to find out the Brown Bomber was picking them off. And the squirrels got together and said, look, we can't have this. Every time we come back to go get our nuts and our cherries, and somebody come up missing, we got to do something. We've got to have the information, and we got to have a strategy. 2 weeks later, they found the Brown Bomber in the yard, laid up, beat up, and cut up. I called down into the Humane Society and said, hey, did y'all get a dog in? He was a brown dog. I said, yeah, we got him in. He was all beat up and cut up. I said, is he all right? He's doing fine now, but he really need a home. Do you mind coming down here? I said, hell no, not after that ass whooping. You got to have the right information. And that's all I got to say, nephew. And I love you. I love you, nephew. I love you, bro. I want the Cowboy fans to understand that.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Oh,
love you, man.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. Information, ladies and gentlemen. You must have information. Damn, that's crazy, man. Let's do one more time. Damn. That's fire. That's fire right there. Give me like 35 seconds real fast. Hold on. Let me. We be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. Hold on. We back. Uncle Charlie dropping fire on us again. That's my uncle, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of my uncles. I have many uncles. He's definitely one of them. We got if y'all want to call into the show, the numbers, y'all really count. Look at Nene counting. Down from 35. Hold on. And Joe knew the mess was coming. Look at Joe, don't you dare. Look at Joe. Look at Joe catching the mess before it gets started. Look at y'all. Then Chris started. Look at y'all. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. One time for my community. At least y'all ass can work together to get something done. At least y'all can work together to reach a common goal. Jesus. TT, will you get them? Please. Joe Sandberg, why you let Nene get all messy in my chat box, man?
Hey, you know Nene, she's a killer.
Fair enough. Wait a minute, time out. Wait. Hey, yo, Joe, say that one more time. Just say it again like you just said it. Say it again.
Oh, I'm not messing with Nene. She's a killer.
My bad, fam. What you got for the show, man?
Oh, one thing to go off of what Uncle Charlie was saying. Information is everything, but knowledge is power.
Mm. Okay.
And this narrative about Tony Pollard and Zeke, just get Tony more snaps and try to use them like how the Saints used to use a decent bit of complementary back football.
Mm-hmm.
And this tankathon thing, I think that more so comes into like this week and next week.
Man, Joe, is somebody outside cutting grass?
I think somebody actually has like using a bulldozer.
Oh, okay. Then. All right, good. All right. My bad, Joe. Go ahead.
Yeah, so tankathon, I think mostly goes into play this next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because the way like this, because I looked at the schedule, like with like things happening, like the Texans playing the Jags, I don't foresee the Jags winning that game. Do you?
I don't.
So I think there's probably enough parity to happen between that and just draft parity of people just screwed up. We might be in the position that you can still get out of the pick for a quarterback still.
Right.
And to be fair, like you want to be like right around that teen-ish range after you trade back.
Joe, I'm sorry. I asked when somebody cut grass. You said it's a bulldozer. The lunatic in the chat box say, a bulldozer? How high is that grass?
Well, you'll tell you one of the reasons why lunatic in his name, because he's a lunatic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but go ahead. I got you, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the more reason why you want it to be like in that 6, 7 range.
Yeah.
Like, or even 5 for that matter, to 4.
Right.
It's just more so about your picks after that, like in the second round, third round.
Yeah. I feel you. And yes, when you in those top picks, it's more than just drafting at 6 overall. You get to draft at 38. You get to draft at in the top portions of the of the other rounds or whatever. So I do feel you on that. And yeah, you're right, man. Tankathon ain't over, man. It's a couple more weeks to go. I don't want to lose to the Eagles, but we'll see what happens. But
right, but they have been more so wanting to run the football and do some other stuff.
And we're not good at stopping that. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I got to play against Jalen Hurts in the fantasy playoffs. So we'll see.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I'll be all right, though. No worries.
Yeah, he's still good for a couple picks, I think.
Yeah. That's all you got, Joe Sandberg?
Oh, not much besides that. Just keep on doing research, people. Keep on the film and just be patient.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Tell them people. Tell your neighbors quit messing up their yard with that bulldozer.
Well.
Lunatic boy. He said, how high is that grass? Let's get Neil on the phone here. Time out. Let me put Neil back on mute. Hold on, Neil. Don't go nowhere, man. Don't go nowhere. How long I've been doing this? Hour and 2 minutes. Good.
The conference has been locked.
We're going to get these 2 calls in. We're going to look at the chat box, and I'm going to move on and look at some film and possibly drop a video for y'all tomorrow and possibly do a video for me to drop it sometime later on in this week because it's the holidays. And when I go on vacation, damn it, I vacate. You know what I'm saying? So that is what that is. All right. Let's get Neil on the phone. What's up, Neil?
Man, not much, dog. Another day, another dollar-ish.
Sure.
How everything been, fam?
Everything, fam. Doski Woski.
Feel it. So, like, I've just been, like, paying attention to the game or watching the games that I could, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm in Midwest, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Colts games and shit going on. But as soon as I get a chance to, usually I just try to hop on Facebook try to find somebody who's streaming the game, watch the game.
Right.
And, Cowboys won the last couple.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be excited about it. I'm still pretty indifferent about it, though. I'm not sure about how to feel about, if for some reason Dallas ends up in the playoffs, what does that do for us? So I got a question.
Okay.
Now that we've started seeing the defense, quote-unquote, improve, is that because of or in spite of Mike Nolan?
Well, don't get it twisted, sir. Defense still gave up, 33 points to the 49ers, 500 yards, and they still gave up all the yards to the Bengals. They just kept dropping the football. We ain't look great on defense. We just happened to get turnovers, and it just worked well that our offense took advantage of what they was doing on defense or whatever. I still think Mike Nolan's terrible, but we'll cross that bridge whenever we get there.
So you feel like we're doing this in spite of him, like the turnovers, because that's something that Dallas has needed for the longest. Think about in the beginning of the year, if we had gotten those turnovers for Dak, you know what I'm saying, would have been an entirely different byproduct of things. We wouldn't have been dealing with being down buku points to 0, or have to make our way back, and then hear people keep on talking about garbage time yards, even though if you make a game, it's not garbage time if the game ain't over. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, I don't know how to feel right now because of the fact it's Jalen's still playing not well. Okay. But then I look at Leighton and he's not playing well because just as much as I know that you throw Jalen off a bridge guy. Okay. I understand it. His play has dictated that. But Leighton has been doing a lot of that himself.
Am I really push Jalen off a bridge guy? Am I really that guy?
It seems like it. It for all intents and purposes, you've virtually given up on Jalen. I feel like you say that we can deal with him until his contract is over, but you'd rather move on from it.
My vibes have always been we have nothing but will linebackers. Like our top 4 guys, we just got Joe Thomas, Sean Lee, Van Der Esch, Jalen Smith. They're all will linebackers. And I think my official stance is Jalen is annoying. But I think if we had a better D-line, he'll be better. That's my big stance. Is he annoying? Would I like an upgrade? Sure. Can I find an upgrade? That's a whole nother conversation. In my mind, if our D-line was better, maybe he'll be a little better. But then again, I don't know. I'm partially both, but I'll live with Jalen if my front 4 was better. That's my big point.
Okay, are you seeing Jalen? Okay, so if you were to rank our linebackers, you go, what's your order?
They all terrible. I can't rank them.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Thinking about 2 years ago, you would think the entire opposite of it. We got 2 young studs. We got a veteran linebacker and this, that, and the third. Joe Thomas, is great coming in. Behind whatever. Now it's so. If Mike Nolan, which I'm assuming, well, I can't really even assume because it's Jerry Jones. If we get another deep coordinator and we have an entire year or an entire offseason to actually get this shit in order, do you think that this is actually something that can be turned around? Do you think that Jalen Smith will look like 2017 Jalen Smith? Or do you think it's just Jalen Smith is who Jalen Smith is? And regardless of whether they put him in the middle, strong side, weak side, it doesn't really matter.
We don't know what Mike Nolan is responsible for. We have no clue. I don't know what Jalen Smith's play-by-play tasks are. I can't call it. It ain't like we got no studs in front of him, so that's another little angle. It if you can do things that can hide Jalen a little better, I think you'll be more tolerant of Jalen. I don't know if we have the ability to hide Jalen because I don't know if we have the players to hide Jalen. So I don't know. Go ahead.
I just feel like you can utilize Jalen's athleticism to the point of where you can switch him from trying to play in coverage to being using his athleticism and just having him as a stand-up rusher. As like, I'm not saying that he'll be DeMarcus Ware, but just like use him as the Cowboys used to use D-Law or D-Ware.
This is my so look. This is my issue with that. If you turn Jalen Smith into a full-time edge rusher, who do you take off the field to let him rush off the edge?
Well, it depends on what everything looks like next year. Because are we going to keep Alden Smith? We want to, yes, but he's been doing so well that you kind of have to like question like what his price tag is going to be. So if we're gonna keep Randy, and so if Alden finds another home, then we could just go ahead and push him over there
to D-Law
right?
side,
like
because D-Law exists too. He's a better pass rusher than Jalen.
Yeah.
He's a better pass. Don't you start that. Don't you start that.
No. Whoa.
I was about to scream at you. Jalen Smith is not a better pass rusher than DeMarcus Lawrence. Don't even think about saying that.
No.
Okay,
go ahead. No. That's not what I was getting at. That's not what I was getting at. I was saying.
I apologize.
I get it.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
But,
I apologize. I'm sorry.
What's the like? Is there a possibility that you can have, because you got to deal with if you stack that side, then you got to deal with, double trouble. If that's what he can actually do, if he can actually utilize that athleticism and actually mold himself into that, I'd say that would be worth a try.
Now we got to train Jalen to be an edge rusher now, and we got to stack him up on the outside of people.
It seems like a bit much, but I bet you that he could actually. I think that's an easier switch than it is for him to actually try to play linebacker. I feel like he's like that may just be his struggle point, like just doing whatever it is. I think that may just be too many intricacies for whatever this system is, or the byproduct of the change. And even if they do get another offensive coordinator, like does he have an issue with going through those molds and changes as well? But I did also want to ask you about Donovan Wilson and TP, because like I've always been a fan of TP, and I've always said that they should utilize him more. And I've been that guy that says, we should probably start looking into more of a dual back system, or Tony Pollard should actually get more opportunities because he's more explosive, and it could be a Thunder and Lightning, it could be a Felix Jones, Marion Barber sort of thing. And then like with Donovan Wilson, I'm like, this kid is playing out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, he thumps, he makes plays on the ball. It looks like he can read, quarterback eyes extremely well. So like, what are we doing with this? Like, is this starting to mold into something, or do you think that it's just like us playing bad teams?
You saying our defense looking better because we? You saying Tony or whatever? Because look, you asked long questions. You asked long questions, and it was a whole bunch of fluff. But go ahead.
Let me rephrase. I'll rephrase. Okay. First question: what do we do with Tony? Because like Tony has been that spark plug. So if Zeke starts dropping to maybe we need to switch back type of guy, do you think that Tony Pollard could pick up that load consistently? Do you think that he could be that guy that we change to?
If Zeke doesn't exist, I can see a world where, we could use Tony a lot more than we've been using him. I just don't think that we live in a world where Zeke don't exist.
You think is it because of like, Zeke's abilities like still existing.
It's because of the money, really. It's because of the money. Zeke is here, and look, Zeke ain't a terrible running back. Don't get me mistaken. He's just not like a top 5 running back in the league no more. He's just a really good running back now. So we just got to use Zeke accordingly. But if Zeke wasn't here, and I had to move forward with Tony, and possibly like Rico Dowdle, or we draft a running back in the 3rd, 4th round to go along with him, then I think we can live. We can live in a world without Zeke if we had to. I just don't think that we have that option. So I just want to live in a world where we use Tony and Zeke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this should be like a thunder and lightning sort of thing. But I don't think that Dallas is looking at it like that. But then again, we can't ever hop into Dallas's mind because, Coach Jones, does what he wants to. So there's that. But then there's that other point the other thing that I was asking, which was the second question. Donovan Wilson, what are you seeing in him? Is he here to stay guy, or is this just like everything is a byproduct of who we've had on the schedule? Because the man hits hard. And he seems to see the field well enough to make plays on the quarterback side. And now that we have somebody who's doing that, it looks real good in, perception is everything. I can't look into, all 22 footage because I'm too poor to do that. And, I'm also too lazy to, whatever. But I would love to take a look into it and see if it is just like a byproduct of who we've been playing, or if it's like whenever he's had the playing time, it's just him making the best of his opportunities. So what have you seen?
Well, I think Game Pass free now, so you can go check that out. We talking about Donovan Wilson. So I think Donovan Wilson has been playing free because Xavier Woods can't play free. But I think if one day Xavier Woods were not to exist here, and I think that day's coming soon, my ideal situation is to find a free safety that's really, really good at playing free, so Donovan can be the best he can be at strong. But if we can't find that free, then Donovan will just have to live at free, and we'll just have to find somebody else that's better than Xavier Woods that can play strong. But I think Donovan Wilson will be fine. I think he's gonna be playing on this team next year, starting next year.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the last like high caliber Pro Bowl-esque, all pro free safety that we had was Roy Williams, right?
He wasn't a free safety. He was more of a box guy, but the league evolved and he never was that guy no more. So I wasn't really around when we had type 2. Like the best free safety I've seen is Jeff Heath, maybe.
Oh God.
But Jeff Heath nice though. I bet y'all want Jeff Heath now. I bet y'all want where my button at. Where my damn hold on, where my guy? I bet y'all want Jeff Heath now.
Listen, I've been a fan of Jeff Heath. I don't know. I mean, I guess, they thought that we should move on. Whatever. Cowboys are going to do Cowboys thing. I've looked at him play for Oakland because I've seen a grip of Oakland games, and the man, like, he just, like, well, Jerry, you miss me, don't you?
And he's leading his team in interceptions again, just like he was here. Just like he was in Dallas.
Yeah. The man plays his position well. Like, it's not like he's going to jump off the chart. But he does what he's supposed to do. Like, he is by the books guy. And people don't like by the books guy. They like, they like that guy that, you pull out the drawer and all of a sudden, the Jack and Box pop out. You don't even have to wind it up. It's just there. Bam. That's what they want. But sometimes it's okay to pull out the drawer and just see everything is neat. See all the forks and the knives and spoons are right there. You know what I'm saying? That's just Heath. He's right. He's what he's supposed to be doing. And now we have this cluster of what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, you got your spoons with the knives, you got your knives with the spoons, you got your forks with both of them, and so now that's where all this thing is coming in. But That's why I'm where I'm at right now. I'm just impartial. You know what I'm saying? If we go to the playoffs, there's screw our draft picks, but whatever. I mean, I'm still gonna go as Cowboys forever for me. And if we don't, hopefully we get well enough off of a draft pick, And I'm chilling now.
Well, we'll see what happens, Neil. We'll definitely cross that road whenever we get there. I got one more call to get to. I appreciate you, brother. You have brought some great insight, man. Hit me back next time. Appreciate you.
Will do. By the way, Geechee got it the best. By the way, just wanted to put that out there again.
Shouts out to Geechee got it, man. Salute. We're gonna have a battle rap conversation on here one day. Dave Alexander says, "Stop calling Jerry Jones a coach." Who said that? He ain't. Miss us with that BS. Heath is gone. Let it go. Who called Jerry Jones a coach? I think nobody in here called Jerry Jones a coach. What are you saying? And Heath is indeed gone, but that don't stop the notion or the idea that Zeke was probably one of the better safeties on this team, and he probably should still be here. That don't change nothing. But I appreciate you though, Dave Alexander. I feel you. But yeah, who called Jerry Jones a coach though? Point me out to them. I definitely ain't said it. I don't think Neil said it. Let's get Justice on the phone. Then we're gonna go to the chat box, see what y'all talking about. What's up, Justice?
What up, buddy? How you doing today?
Wake up, man. You was taking a nap, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. I was listening to all this good Cowboys content, and I just wanted to call in and thank y'all for handing us the fifth overall pick.
Who is this?
Y'all truly made my day.
Who was that fifth overall? Falcons. Well, so listen, let me just fix you real fast, Justice. Let me just fix you real fast. That kind of annoys the shit out of me. Not the fact that we lost the pick, but don't thank me. I had nothing to do with this. Thank them. go thank somebody else. You know what I mean? And y'all probably gonna win another. Like Dan hit me up. Like he hit me on multiple social media platforms. He hit me on Discord, in the YouTube, and the Twitter. Hey Voch, thanks for the pick. Shut up. I ain't give you nothing. I'm hanging up on you. Bye, Justice. I'm gonna get you up out of here. Matter of fact, nah. Go ahead. What's your point?
My bad.
Go ahead.
My bad. Couple of things. I see what y'all like dealing with Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, bro. Like as a dude who's not really that interested in the Cowboys and just likes football, just let the best boy play. Who's ever running the best, he deserves the ball. Like I don't like how money becomes a part of it. It on that when in between those hashes, it needs to be the best person.
Okay. I agree 100%. Sure. Go ahead.
I'm pretty. I don't know. Like being close with Dan, I'm pretty sure you noticed that. Like what the Falcons are dealing with right now, we just lost our coach. We just lost our GM. It's looking like it's gonna get blown up. Matt low-key been playing down. Like the announcer yesterday told us that in all these blowout losses that we've had, and we've had like 6, so y'all included, we haven't had one comeback win. Early in Matt Ryan's career, he was known for this. That's why he got the nickname Matty Ice. And some of us Falcons fans want to move on, me included. I feel like it's time. Like I was laughing at the Saints fans when they gave Drew Brees another year. Like I just feel like my 35-year-old quarterback needs to just be put out the pasture. But some feel like, we can build on this. We can give him a running game. We can basically give him everything that the Cowboys have given Dak, and he'll be okay, and he'll be as good as anybody. And I'm just like, for what, dog? For what? Like, the whole idea of having a franchise quarterback is have a dude to where I don't need all that stuff. Like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are balling out without run games. They just throwing the ball deep and on the money every time.
Well, see, let's be fair though. Wait, time out now, Justice. Let's be fair, because I don't want to get into that whole my quarterback can do it with no help, because Pat, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, all those dudes are better when they got help around them. So
it is true. That is true.
Okay,
I'm not taking that. It's like it's it's the trend I constantly see in the NFL. It's the team that goes to the Super Bowl for the first time, loses, and then everybody needs to get paid. All the rookies that you had on cheap deals, they all need to be paid.
Yeah, that's true.
And then 2 years down the line, you're blowing it up. So I want to avoid that. I want to just pay one dude on the offense. I want to pay one dude, a left tackle, and probably a wide receiver, and then just draft a whole bunch of defensive players, and hopefully they get good enough for my quarterback to stop somebody. And I get a coordinator or a defensive coordinator or a defensive coach that can call a good game like Bill.
I don't have that problem with my quarterback, so I can't relate. But I feel what you're saying. I can understand your frustration. I think the Cowboys got the worst defense in the league, one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my life. But for some reason, my fellow Cowboy fan base, like they want to holler at freaking Kellen Moore for some reason. They want to push him off a bridge and all that. I just don't understand. But yeah, I feel you. And if y'all blowing the thing up, I apologize. But can we have Calvin Ridley if y'all want to blow it up?
He's 30 years old. You still want him?
Yeah, I'll take him cheap too.
All right.
I'll take his old ass cheap. Sure would.
Why would don't y'all have two of them though? Y'all have Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper, both like deep threat route running guys. And you don't think you need a big body dude at all?
And we got CeeDee Lamb too. I mean, I don't believe in the whole build my wide receiver core like a basketball team where I got one guy to do this, one guy to do that. I just want everybody to be good as hell. Where we could just whoop ass equally. I don't need a jump ball guy. And Gallup may not be here one day. So if we got to get rid of Gallup, Calvin Ridley will be a cool little secondary guy.
Yeah, I mean, like we may keep Calvin. I mean, the quarterback always gonna need a wide receiver to throw to. Calvin gets open, he just can't make the aggressive catches that I need him to.
Calvin Ridley being 30 is crazy, but he was like 24 when he came out, or 25 or something when he came out. So yeah,
it came out of nowhere for me. Like when I realized that this man would be 30 when he gets his rookie contract.
Fair enough. That's all you got, Justice?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. I hope your Falcons win one of these last two games, and make your life miserable for calling into my show with that nonsense. All right, holla at you. The hell wrong with him, dog. Big B drop 5 with the super chat, say win the next round table, Voch. Let me tell you something, man. It takes a lot to get 4 people on the same page. So we can't have round tables all the time, where we got like 4 active round table, so whatever. So that's one obstacle. Plus, when we get the round table together, we got to have something to talk about. We ain't really got that much to talk about right now, Plus with the round table. Less is more. Less is more. There's plenty of us, So the round table will happen at some point. Maybe when the season's over with. The round table probably make an appearance here or there. But it's all about timing though. Like we going into draft time. So, now it's time for me to make appearances in other places. It's time for Voch and Fuss to talk, Voch and Dan to talk, Jeff Kavanaugh to talk. You know what I'm saying? So, things of that nature. So round table will come at some point. We just gotta take our time whenever and when it gets there, just tune in and don't miss nothing. With that being said, chat box, do y'all have any questions? If not, I'm gonna start working on some film sessions. If not, I'm going to go play Final Fantasy Tactics because I've gotten real big back into my emulators on my nice PC. I might take a nap. Woke up early this morning, went running. I got a little goofy-ass salad in there that I'm just waiting to eat. I'm dry aging this big-ass ribeye loin, so I got to look at that every time I go in the refrigerator, but I can't eat it till January 15th or something, so... pray for me. But do y'all have any questions? I see a lot of nonsense about letting our receivers go, so I'm not. How about Gallup for Quentin Williams? Why would they do that? Why ever would the Jets give up Quentin Williams for Michael Gallup? Why would they ever? Why would they ever? Voch, is you where the Jets you drafting a quarterback or Voch, if you were the Jets, you drafting a quarterback or trading down? I believe in overkill, Nick Gashler. And I'm taking that second overall. If it was Voch, I'm taking that second overall pick, trading back to around 7 or 8, drafting Rashawn Slater to go along with Becton, drafting Deontay Brown from Alabama, the left guard in the second round. I ain't drafting Kyle Pitts, and I just take those other picks and I just build my house. Then when I'm terrible next year, that's when I get my quarterback. But my team gonna be nice. Boy, look, my offensive line gonna be so I'm gonna have Mekhi Becton, Deontay Brown, Rashawn Slater, Travis Etienne. I might even get Jalen Waddle, you know what I'm saying, and just put Jalen Waddle with Denzel Mims. You know we're gonna get defense back. You know we're gonna get Mosley and a couple other guys back. I'm gonna get somebody to go along with Quentin Williams. Build around Quentin. I might draft another safety. I don't know. And then when next year come around, I'll draft my quarterback then. Then we beat the shot of people. And we're going to beat the shot of people because we've established this idea that my offensive line and Travis Etienne is going to wear people the hell down, and that's going to be our identity. And then when I go get my my quarterback, whoever that quarterback may be, then we'll bust ass. There you go. And then even with that, I'll get a first rounder next year. So I might draft Stingley next year. But y'all don't want to hear about that real shit Voch trying to do, though. Y'all don't want to hear that real shit Voch want to do. Because to be fair, if you draft Justin Fields, because look, you lost out on Lawrence, so that's cool. But Justin Fields doesn't strike me as a guaranteed pick. I would rather pick Zach Wilson over Justin Fields anyway. And I think I kind of been in that same mode. I'm not official with that. I'm not official with that until April. But if I can't get Trevor Lawrence, in which I may have questions about Trevor Lawrence may not be the knock out the park player that I want. But I am build the house guy. I will draft offensive linemen, defensive linemen, running backs, wide receivers, get a pick next year, get Stingley, find a way to incorporate corner in there. I will just build. Then I have my rookie quarterback on a dope-ass team, and we'll go from there. Appreciate it, Nick Gashler. With your 17-year-old. Boy, I remember Nick Gash was like 15 calling my show, boy. But anyway. Charles Buzz say the Jets have a quarterback. They do. They don't mean they got a franchise quarterback, but I appreciate you. Voch, why would you move on from Dak? Voch is not moving on from Dak. Voch never wanted to move on from Dak. Voch don't talk about moving on from Dak. Voch don't even entertain the thought of moving on from Dak. So I don't know where you heard me say that at. I do not want to trade Gallup. Why would the Jets give up Quentin Williams for Michael Gallup? I mean, why would they? Gallup has shown if you give him a chance to make a play on the ball, he'll make it. So will Quentin Williams. What do you want me to say? If the Jets walk into this draft with no receiver, they can find one. If they walk into this draft with no defensive tackle, good luck finding one. That's all I'm saying. Tight ends take too long to develop. I guess they don't come out the womb ready, but I feel you. What's your opinion on Samuel out of Florida State? Soon. I'll be watching Samuel closely soon. Voch needs to be a coach one day. Defense coordinator. He built this. Defensive scheme versus player ability. Which one has hurt the defense the most? Both. We can say Nolan ain't shit, but ain't like we got no studs on, like no studs. Like what are studs at? If he has studs, then he'll be better. And then again, of course, we can blame Nolan for just the actual plays that we're running. I don't see much innovation and creativity out of his defense. So like everything that we running, I can see how we could beat it easily. So we'll see what happens. Could we possibly trade for Taylor Rapp? Why do you want a rotational player when we have a team full of rotational players? Taylor Rapp got his job took. He on the bench right now. So no. How hard is it being evaluating the college players that opted out? Well, it's two ways to look at it, Lunatic. You're either a player that needed work or you're a player that you're ready to go right now. These high floor, high ceiling guys. If you're a high floor guy like Rashawn Slater or Jamar Chase, then I don't need another year of film to watch on you. But if you're a guy like Greg Rousseau, Panay Sewell, Caleb Farley, then you needed more film or you needed some more playing time. It's going to be harder for those guys to gain the trust of front offices. So, great question. Taylor Rapp ain't even a free safety. Taylor Rapp the same kind of safety Donovan Wilson got, and I think Donovan Wilson has been a better safety than Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp got his job took. He on the bench. When you playing Among Us again, let's play Tuesday. In the Patreon, in the Discord, we're gonna play Among Us on Tuesday. But then you can't play unless you get on the microphone. So we just can't be having you typing up text while everybody else talking. I'm hearing a lot about coaches not doing good with game management. Explain good game management. Tyrone, that's a great point. Nobody has good game management. Everybody swear they got good game management, but Andy Reid is a terrible clock manager guy. Harbaugh is a terrible clock manager guy. Name a good coach. Sean McVay has plenty of examples of being bad clock manager guy. It's just that everybody wants a good clock manager guy because they coach is a bad clock manager guy, but everybody is. Everybody is. Did Nick ever get his channel going? Yeah, he got it going. He got it going. Not like I want him to get it going, but it's going. I bring it, drop 5 in the super chat. He says, Voch, have you ever heard of Ryan Nielsen of the Saints? Nope. Who's that? We know Calvin Ridley's not 30 for real. We know. He is older though. He is older, but he's not 30. I wouldn't trade Gallup, but maybe a late pick for a Rapp. Taylor Rapp's not going to come on this team and take nobody's job. You should thank your front office. Are we going to pay Gallup? I don't think so, but who knows? And when you get done with all that fresh fruit, it's just juice. He says Jeff and Voch is better than the round table. I think both shows do different things. I think both entities can exist in different spaces. So, but I appreciate you for tuning in and having a thought about it. D-line coach for the Saints. I feel you. I know nothing about coaches. I'm not Voch. Tell me about coach guy. I'm definitely not coach guy. What should the Pats do at quarterback? Trade up with Dallas and draft one. Why would we get rid of Gallup? I feel you. Do you see Devontae Smith as a Justin Jefferson type of dude, or is that just me? Devontae Smith is a high floor player like Justin Jefferson was. I agree. Route runners, man. You know I love route runners, and Devontae Smith is faster than you think he is. He's probably going to get knocked because he's not going to test super well, but don't do Nene like that. Shit. If Aisha can get on the damn microphone, Nene can get on the microphone. Simmons will be too expensive. I don't even know how I feel about going to get Simmons because his own team don't want him. His own we love getting people that don't nobody else want. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Who do you think wins out the left guard competition next week? Depends. We'll see. We'll see. Who are the top free agent D tackles? I don't know. I don't know. I'll know when the time comes, but I don't know now. Vaughn for Shreveport, what's cracking, brother? Hit the rewind, man. You got to catch this from the beginning, man. This was a cool little show. This was a cool little show. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was fun. I'm about to get into some film and do some other little things. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to have access to my draft portfolio right now, my long form film sessions, y'all can run over to patreon.com/vochlombardiyt. I got a gang of draft videos over there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and checking that out. Check me out on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Hit the like button and the notification bell. All that good stuff. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. How was my game of Jeopardy? You're funny. Hey, that's funny, player. How was the game with Jeopardy? And then look, it'll be fun if you go to Law Nation show and ask him how was Jeopardy, and then you go to Koye page and ask him too. That's funny.